as a matchup. Alex with in the blue short, the blue trunks, who has the considerable more support. As the touch gloves come out, straight for a shot there. Alex goes for the trip, scores a takedown up against the cage. McLellan straight back up to his feet there. It's nice and scrappy so far. Another takedown there by Alex. And yeah, another. But John Joe, how would this be scored? Because he's got 3 takedowns, only one of which has stayed on the floor.
You know, the whole scoring of takedowns is a very, very difficult thing. It should really be neutral. If he hits a takedown, the guy's right back up. But it really varies from judge to judge, because some people treat hitting a takedown as if it's like some magical thing.
Alex is passing guard like a demon here, just throwing the legs to the one side and looking to pass.
Definitely seeing a solid wrestling and scramble game here.
Both gyms focus very lot on wrestling the 12 gauge and IPC. Both gyms very experienced, especially with Aaron RB over at IPC, and then we've got Matt 12 gauge 4 over at 12 gauge MMA. McLellan playing a very good leg lock game here as he ties up. It almost looks like he's looking for
triangle.
He's gone for a triangle. Sorry, just the angle there looked like a leg lock. Triangle, but he's trapped the leg. Switches over. It looks like he's looking for a leg lock, but more to use as a sweep, as you can't. No twisting leg locks are allowed in this rule set. Alex, nice scramble there, side ride, pushes him over, puts him on his back.
That was an interesting piece of jiu-jitsu, which went nowhere in the end, but
for a very short period there, although McLellan was on his back, he was actually playing the offensive.
Yeah.
And Alex was defensive every single step of the way as he was locking that triangle and for that leg lock.
I'd be curious to know whether he intended to trap the leg, as he did.
Alex takes his back, only one hook in at the moment as he lands a couple of shots. Lots of shots going in, but nothing landing really.
Alex has lost that hook now.
McLellan's defending very well at the moment.
Now McKenna's rolling through. If he can keep rolling through,
this is kind of like a modified crucifix. He's kind of got the arm pin. Alex has got his own arm underneath Jake's back. He's landing a couple of shots there, left hands.
McKenna really needs to work to get out of this position now.
It looks like he's got his arm, he's actually holding Alex down. He turns onto the quarters, eats a couple of shots, still turning. And that was as competitive as you can get when it comes to scrambling.
Well, McKenna's done well to get back to his feet there. That's really where he needed to be in that situation.
Alex straight onto the clinch up against the cage. Look at that, ear to chest, drops down for the double against the cage, pulls his hips out, beautiful sacrifice throw. Just as the round ends. That was an absolutely explosive first round for both guys.
I'm going to take...
The crowd is on its feet at the moment, going absolutely nuts.
So looking at Alex's surname, which looks like Valyandis, and I'm sorry if I'm getting that wrong. Sounds a bit Greek or a bit maybe Eastern European or something. And I'm wondering if he's got a wrestling background from overseas.
Well, you're all one. I'd be interested to hear what the corners are saying, since both guys adopted very, very similar games in the first round. A lot of scrambling, a lot of wrestling based, but he looked like McLellan was very, very eager to get up to his feet, whereas Alex was very contentious to settle for scrambling and taking top position. So I'd like to see how this pans out now. And next 3 minutes, both guys are looking very, very, very fresh. Brad Conway on the scene.
Valyandis looking very, very fresh indeed. And
nice right body kick there.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd be coming out kicking.
Not against someone who's very wrestling heavy, such as Alex. Alex trying to sweep the leg there, takes control. He just needs to cinch that knee in a little bit, and he's reaching for the far side knee. He needs to pull him up and away. McLellan's balance looks quite good though, and he scores a takedown. I'd like to see what will happen from here. Still going at a very fast pace as Alex takes top mount.
Well, Valyandis scored full mount here. This is a very, very dangerous position for McKenna.
And this is very early in the round as well, John Joe.
I can't see McKenna doing an awful lot to escape this position. Some hard shots going in. The referee's taking a close look.
Saying that, McLellan was defending very well in the first round as he looked to escape. But he seems to just be covering up a bit too much. He tried to push the knee out. Beautiful hip escape there as he pulls out. Straight back to play an open guard.
The referee was taking a really close look then, Stephen.
Trying to lock up a triangle, switches to the armbar, back to the bottom quarter. I know Brad was very, very much on the ball right there. This is all defensive work here for McLellan at the moment. He's defending the strikes, he's looking to sweep. Alex quite aggressive from the top. Can't really see from this position what he's trying to attack for. It looks like he's trying to isolate an arm there. Throws a couple of more shots. McLellan eating more shots. He needs to get out of there, but he seems to be reaching over for the leg. But he needs to push his nearest side arm, his left arm, through his legs and roll onto his left shoulder and roll back to guard. But he looks like he's having a little bit of trouble trying to get where his bearings are.
I think if I'm McLellan now, I'm looking to get back to my feet and keep it there.
I love the way that McLellan there pushed the arm through as he rolled onto his side. He looks to lock up a triangle, another escape. Very high pace in his second round.
Very high pace, and Valyandis here, you know, you've got to say so far he looks like the complete package. His work rate's really, really high. He's throwing hard shots, his positioning is good.
Doesn't seem to be tiring. McLellan's definitely taking definitely a more defensive role in this round.
I'd say you've got to have Valyandis ahead on both scorecards. Sorry, in both rounds on all scorecards so far. There's been some nice touches from McLellan, but
it's definitely all defensive at this point. Brad Conway warning McLellan there to stay busy and protect himself. Alex just staying busy. These shots don't look tremendously hard, but he's scoring nevertheless.
They don't look super hard, but I think if you take again and again,
I love the way he controls that left wrist of Alex there as he rolls for that Kimura, but it's more of a bait there to get Alex to try and defend as he rolls onto his back. Much better position than being in bottom quarter eating shots. Alex looking to attack for a guillotine, but it's more out of kind of showing that he's got the position there more than anything as we come to the end of the second round.
So if you're in McLellan's corner now, what are you telling him? Definitely no kicks.
Definitely no kicks. I'd probably look to keep my base low. Expect a shot from Alex, maybe a couple of feints with the hands, and then he'll look to shoot straight away because it was working for him in the first two rounds. If I was McLellan, I'd definitely keep my base low, wait for the shot and hit him with an uppercut. Maybe stay circling, don't stay in one spot, don't backtrack too much in one straight line, just keep circling, look for that right uppercut, but definitely keep the legs out of the question.
Yeah, I think he's got to be focused on keeping distance, trying to use range. Definitely don't let him get your hands on you, break out of those clinches.
Well, we know Alex is pretty much going to die for the straight down straight away since it's been working for him so well. I don't think he's going to catch Alex in a submission. I think Alex is a bit too strong on top.
That's what makes this sport so exciting, Stephen Lee. We will see.
Oh, they both went for the takedown. This is what I would like to see. McLellan's circling out, waiting for the shot and turning out. Alex scores a takedown. He's working again off his back, McLellan, throwing up some submissions, controlling the arms now. Alex controlling the head there, stopping McLellan from using his hips, using his feet in open guard. It nullifies his open guard game, so he's kind of controlling his posture. He can throw shots from here. Pushes him up, puts him up against the fence. McLellan turning for an armbar, very nice.
Nice armbar setup.
And tries to slam out of it. Keeping his feet on the hips as McLellan.
Should maybe try and use this opportunity to get back to his feet now.
I would like to see McLellan using his up kicks here. Runs to the side, very, very sloppy guard pass, but it'll work. It will take the points nevertheless. His pass guard into top half. I would just settle for that position, Randy Couture style, but McLellan retrieves guard, looks to work from guard again. Works the guard high. He's got the foot on the hips here, and he's looking for a sweep. Turns round, tornado guard there. He's got an arm isolated, looking for a triangle here. He's got a triangle here. No, upside down guard. Alex desperately needed to control the hips and to stop him from turning his hips out. Some nice shots there, hammer fist through. Although McLellan's staying very active off his backing in defensive, it's Alex that's actually controlling the fight here. So it's top, nice scramble there.
You know, several times now we've seen McLellan's got nice enough jiu-jitsu to get himself out of trouble just when it looks like the fight is going to be finished. Just doesn't seem able to lock up that fight-ending submission. I think referee taking a close look again.
Alex's top game is definitely the deciding factor in this fight. I'm very, very surprised to see this because 12 gauge guys really focus on wrestling. They're very well rounded, but I'm very, to be fair, I'm very surprised that someone out of their gyms showing so much interest in the guard. I mean, they don't really like fighting off the back, to be honest with you, but look at that. Alex is leaving an arm in. McLellan's got the arm locked up. No. He just needs to scoot his head out and isolate the arm. I'm not too sure how much time is left. McLellan needs to angle off and move towards the head. He takes top. Beautiful work here. Wow. Some hammer fist.
We're going to see Valyandis.
Nice escape there from Alex. Beautiful escape. And the crowd is on their feet right up against the fencing here, right cage side.
No idea what referee Brad Broughton was doing then.
Big shots here from Alex, and it's a finish on the round. I'd comfortably say Alex took it here from IPC. Very top-heavy game, nullified most of McLellan's work. McLellan hunting from submissions, that was beautiful. I'm a jiu-jitsu kid through and through.
Yeah.
And I love that, that was beautiful.
That was nice. I'd be very surprised if Alex doesn't have a background in wrestling from whatever overseas territory he's from. If he's indeed from overseas, that was a...
I think Alex's support would be very happy to hear that he's got the decision. Stayed on top pretty much predominantly all 3 rounds. So.
And now we go to our host with the most, Carl Prince, for the official decision.
After 3 entertaining rounds, we go to our judges' scorecards for decision. Judge West scores the back, 30-27. Judge Jackson scores the back, 30-27. And Judge Lau scores the back, 30-26. All 3 judges